Hello, my name is Pardo, and today with my classmate, Maria Jose Hernandez, are going to talk about the difference among approach, method, strategy, and techniques. And we are going to talk about some methods and approaches later. But now we are going to focus in these 4 words that is going to help us with the English language learning. First, we are going to start with the approach. The approach is the theory of nature of language or language learning that is going to follow the teacher. This is going to be like the philosophy that the teacher is going to use in his classroom. It's going to give you like it's going to be like the guide for him to do the techniques and the method. But as you can see in the slide, you can see that there's behaviorism, constructivism, and cognitivism. These are the theories, and each theory has its own approach. And the teacher can choose the approach that he wants. Now we have the method. The method is the plan that the teacher is going to follow to and it's going to give you like the linguistic material that the teacher is going to use in the classroom. It's going to be like the guide that is going to give like a better perspective of what are they doing and what are they achieving. For example, here we have the grammar translation method, we have the audiolingual method, and we have the direct method. Obviously, there are a lot of methods, but we are not going to talk about this now. We are going to talk about this later. And then we have the strategies. The strategies are the actions that the teachers and the students has to follow to get that goal. And that goal is the English language. And the result of this is going to depend on the cultural background and also the approach that is going to be following. As you can see in the slide, you can see compensatory strategies, effective strategies, social strategies. There's a lot of strategies that the teacher can use depending on obviously the approach. And then we have the techniques. The techniques are the implementation of and the resources that the teacher is going to use in class. The teacher is going to use these techniques in class to understand a little bit more about the language. For example, if I am using audiolingual method, I need to use, audios. It can be audiobooks or dialogues that the students has to listen and has to repeat and repeat again until they understand it. So as you can see in the slides, you can see a lot of techniques like listening, speaking, role plays, expositions, flashcard, writing, translation, memorization, books reading, audiobooks, etc. This one is going to depend. The teacher is going to use these techniques depending on the approach that he shows. And then we are going to start with the methods and approaches that my classmate Maria Jose is going to teach to us.
Okay, now we are going to talk about language learning approach and method. The first method is the grammar translation method. Okay, this method gives more importance to translation sentences or part of lessons. The teacher gives the student sentences or part of lesson to translate from language 1 to language 2 or from language 2 to language 1. This method assumes the student will be able to translate precisely and learn language 2. And in this method, are common to use bilingual word list and dictionary to learn vocabulary. And the disadvantage are this method gives less importance to speaking and listening skills. Okay, the direct method. The direct method was called natural method too. And this method pretends to teach refer languages as practical skills for everyday purpose of social survival without grammar and translations and or dictionary. For this method, it's very important the ability to communicate effectively in the ordinary life. For this reason, it's very important the pronunciation. And this method is oral. And the meaning of the word are touch, using pictures, using flashcards, etc. Okay, the audiolingual method. This method is focused in repetition drills, dialogue memorizations, completed dialogues, and grammar games. And new vocabulary and structures are present through dialogues, and the dialogues are learned through imitation and repetition. Explicit grammar rules are not provided, and the objective of this method is the development of mastery in all four language skills, beginning with listening and speaking.
And last but not least, we have the communicative approach, which says that the learner has to focus on the communicative competence and the importance of the meaning. Also, this approach says that the learner has to focus on real life situations because that's the only part that you can interact with a target language speaker, that it can help you to increase your knowledge in the English language. Okay guys, this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and we will see you on the next time.